What's good, everybody? Welcome to our live class here today. We're going to talk about something that really got me fired up last night, actually. I was looking this up, and this is ridiculous. First of all, if you're joining me here, feel free to leave comments. I do have the chat thing open, I believe, if you have anything you want to share or a question that I can help you with. Even if it's a little off topic, I will answer that when we get to the end. The government and some of the states, we'll go over those in a minute, they're working on a way to auto-enroll you into a retirement plan. And when I first read this, I thought, okay, don't we do that already? Right? Isn't that Social Security, right? So the government says, hey, people are not saving enough for retirement. We need them to save more. We need them to stop looking at Social Security, right? We just did a video on this yesterday to sort of explain why they don't want us looking at Social Security so much. But they basically want to auto-enroll you, force you into another type of retirement account. Maybe it would be an IRA, but of course they would take care of it. They, don't worry, they got it, right? So here's the thing. The median, now this is according to the Federal Reserve. They're the ones that kind of put this out there in a study they did, I believe, last year. So Federal Reserve survey, if you want to look it up. The median working age couple, they say, has $5,000 saved for retirement. I can tell you right now that at Jazz Wealth, our customers beat that stat. We easily beat that stat, not as couples, as everybody as a whole, right? I can't break it down into couples, but our customers beat that. And you know why I think they beat that? If I could just kind of go aside here for a second. I think they beat that because we don't just invest for you. We're always doing stuff to help you get your dough straight. Because you can't be a good investor for retirement or to save for a house or whatever it is that you're investing for. You can't be any good at it if you can't get your dough straight. And so we do classes all the time. We just did one last night on credit, and oh my gosh, did that produce a lot of questions from our customers. I got everybody answered now. We're all good. But we were teaching about credit and the myths about your credit. I'm actually going to do more classes on how it all works, how it all gets put together, the formulas, and how you kind of play with those formulas. I love credit personally myself. I'll go over it all the time. But we do classes on budgeting. We just did a huge budgeting class where we covered all kinds of different categories of your budget. And we're even working to bring out what we're calling Nest Egg 2.0, a new partnership that we're going to announce soon. And that further helps you get your dough straight. The investing side of it, we got you, right? That's what we do. That's what we geek out on here in the office when we're not on this, live stream or whatever. But we've got that covered. So my goal with all my customers is to just bombard them with information, factual information that they can use that may spark some questions. It may make them want to make changes somewhere along the way with their investments or their dough. And I want to help them get that all set up and straight. So the government says $5,500 or $5,000 actually is all that the median working age couple has saved for retirement. Well, we know that's not enough. That's not going to cut it, right? So you know that. I don't need to tell you that. They also said that 1/3 of Americans, that's it, are using their 401k plan, according to the same study with the Federal Reserve survey there. So only 1/3 of you are using the 401k plan. Now, I'm not going to fault that part of it, okay? Because some 401k plans really suck, right? And there's times where it's just not worth it when they give you two choices of investments and each investment costs you 6.5% upfront to invest in. That's a joke, okay? So I can understand not participating in that. If the company's not matching, then I understand someone saying, I don't want my money tied up in a 401k. I'd like to use a different account so that I can have liquid access when I get close to retirement. Maybe I'm a year or two after, whatever. You don't want that sort of restriction. That I can understand, so I'm not going to bug with that. Here's the thing. Aaron Shapiro at Morningstar, he says that the answer for the government here, since people don't save enough for retirement, the answer is to auto-enroll people into a program that forces them to put money away. I don't know, with the last name Shapiro, S-Z-A-P-I-R, maybe he's not from here. Maybe he's never heard of Social Security, but didn't they try that already? Wasn't that the goal with Social Security? We just did a video yesterday to kind of explain how Social Security is going and whether it will be there or not for you. We do that already. And what's the problem with that? The problem is you put the money in, it comes out of your paycheck. You are forced to save for retirement. So it's just auto-enroll is just a fancier way of saying that. You are already doing that. and yet there's major concerns about how much money you're going to be able to get back, in addition to what year you'll be able to take it. You know all the restrictions that they put on you. So you guys know that if you start investing early, right? They always say the best time to invest was 10 years ago. The next time to invest is right now, right? So time is ticking. If you start investing early, get your dough straight, right? I'm going to help you with that. I always want to help with that. If you make sure that your budget has more dollars coming in than dollars going out, and the dollars that are coming in, the extra, is being saved, then that's good. If you can trust your investments, right? If you know what you have is not going to be obliterated and go to zero overnight, that helps there too. And if you can hope that the markets fall while you're young, then you're all good. You don't need help, right? Now, there may be some viewers that watch these videos, they watch me, they get all excited, and they still don't start. Okay, well, that's their problem. There will come a time, and I said this yesterday, there comes a time where somebody is younger and they go, I don't need to invest. I got this, man. I'm going to sell real estate. I'm going to buy apartment buildings. I'm going to get my side hustle on. I'm going to turn that into an empire. Social media marketing, yay, all this Instagram stuff. They don't want to invest. And then what happens is there's a switch. It goes from I don't want to invest, I don't need to holy crap, I'm way behind, right? I see it every day. I've had thankfully the ability to talk to thousands of you, and that's what I see. There's never a middle ground where people say, I think I should start. Like, I'm not sure, but I really want to. Nuh-uh. It's always, I don't need to, and oh my gosh, I need to. So there's that big switch there. Now, this guy, Aaron Sapiro, says that the savings plan that they're talking about and the ones that he's referencing in these different states would work like Social Security. Okay, there's proof that he has heard of Social Security. With a portion of the paycheck being put away for retirement instead of going into a pension plan or into something else. So we're already offered our 401k at work. So apparently a third of you are participating. We already are forced to put away money for Social Security. And this guy's saying, hey, I like what these states are doing where we just take a little more of your paycheck and put it into like a state-sponsored IRA. First of all, me and you both know if you put money into something that has to do with the government, you're not getting that money back, right? You might get some of it back, but you know you're not getting all that money back. So, you know, I don't like that. Now, if they're saying they're letting you invest in your IRA, something that you are working with and you have someone helping you, maybe it's us, maybe it's the big companies, I don't know, whatever. If that's the case, great. That is not the case and not what they're talking about at the moment. California. I'm going to pick on California again here. By the way, did you see California is trying to break into 3 states? That's kind of interesting. So California, we know they're broke, right? And I'm not bashing people of California. I'm not bashing the beautiful state of California. I'm bashing the people that manage the money for California. I've done a lot of videos on how different counties, different individual areas of California are using some radical creative financing, right? We talked about that actually yesterday. Creative financing to get their dough straight, and we all know what that means. I said that in the video yesterday. California is saying, we have got a state-sponsored auto IRA program. That's what they call it. That's their quote. State-sponsored auto IRA program. Give us your money. We'll take it out of your paycheck. We'll invest it in our IRA, their IRA, and don't you worry, everything will be fine. Do you really think? Like, leave me a comment below when you watch this. Like, do you really think everything's going to be fine? If you're watching live, let me know, right? Do you honestly think if you give them the money, it's going to be fine? I like control. Okay, so everything I do as a business model gives the customer control. We never take your money. When you deposit money into us here with Jazz Wealth, it doesn't go to us. It actually goes right to a brokerage firm, Folio. That's who we use for our brokerage firm. It goes to them. It is instantly insured, secured, protected, everything upside down. In case something goes wrong, you're getting your money back, right? It's never going to the guy you're watching here on YouTube and you hope that he does the right thing with it. So that's because of control, because I would never, ever give my money to somebody directly. You will never see me in a financial advisor's office scratching a check to say, here you go, have fun, right? No, not at all. You never know what's going to happen there. I would never, set up an account where I give someone access to invest that money where it's a government entity. No way, man. They've proven themselves. They've proven they can't do it. So I mean, I love this country, but they've proven, the people that manage that account have proven that they're not that good at it. And so I wouldn't do that. Now, Connecticut, Illinois, Maryland, and Oregon are all wanting to do the same thing, or are working on it in the meantime. So they're either, like California is already working on it, they're starting to test it, Connecticut's testing it, Illinois is working on it, Maryland and Oregon is already has it out there and available for you. The bottom line is you really don't need the government to help you save and invest. See, what I see with people here at Jazz, the customers that come to us, I see a completely different picture. I see people that they're getting money socked away. They understand and are interested in their investments. They want the markets to fall. We play a little game around here, and it's going to get even more fun, let's say, that we want the markets to fall. We want to buy cheaper. We don't want to buy higher, right? I'm going to do a video on that to kind of explain it, but I see people that understand their investments are nothing to fear. Sure, they might lose value. The markets may fall, but that's an opportunity, not a reason to panic, right? And I know you think like, oh, Dustin, you're supposed to say that, right? You're supposed to keep us in for the long term. I say that because I'm doing the exact same thing. I will never suggest that anybody does something different than what I would personally do. And I can do that because we don't have anything to sell here. We only sell ourselves. So when I suggest to you that when the markets fall, you just keep going, right? You want to buy more, you want to work that out. I'm saying it because I'm going to be in there doing the same thing. And when it does happen, oh my gosh, our customers, you guys are going to get so many videos and helpful tips on where we're putting the money and how we're doing it. So that's that. I just see a different picture here. So I get it that people need to save more for retirement. I don't think you need to force them to do it. There is an internal switch that goes off with everybody where they feel the need to dive in and they feel the need to play catch up if they're old enough. Now, what can you do about that, right? The answer is not to force people to save for retirement. The answer is to educate people in a simple and clear way that helps them understand I don't have to be fearful. I'll give you a great example. PNC Bank, I laughed so hard at this. I thought about making a video, but I don't like picking on, like other advisors and banks and stuff. Unless they do wrong, I just don't like to pick on people. So PNC Bank came out with a study like 2 days ago that said that their customers have chosen to save for retirement in their retirement plans rather than invest. So what they were saying was that people open retirement accounts, they're putting money in, but they're choosing not to invest it. And I can tell you from so many calls from people that have PNC accounts and TD Ameritrade accounts, it's not because they don't want to invest it. They thought you guys were going to invest it. They thought it was going to happen for them. Lack of education. So many people call and they're like, I got this PNC account. I maxed out my IRA and I made nothing last year. It lost like $6 in fees or whatever. I didn't make a penny. And we dig into it and go, well, you're supposed to choose the investments, right? You put money in, they're just waiting on you. They're not bad people. It's just that they're waiting on you to choose investments. So PNC Bank themselves out of Charlotte, they did a study. They got that completely wrong, right? It's not that they don't want to invest. It's that they don't know how. You're letting them open accounts and they don't know what to do with it. I thought that was hilarious, okay? Now, look, that's it. I'm going to leave it short video there. If you have questions, I'm happy to answer. Of course, leave a comment below if you're watching this after the fact. But the point is, you need to save for retirement. You need the right vehicle. You need the right company. If you're going to do it yourself, you just need the right investments. I mean, I'm not here to say you absolutely have to come to Jazz Wealth. You can do it yourself. There's nothing wrong with that at all. Actually, like when people tell me that they're interested, I actually tell people don't open accounts with us. I tell them go, learn, test it, have fun with it. If you get stuck, of course, we're here for you, but go, have a good time because that was me. That's where I was. I wanted to learn. I wanted to trade. I wanted to invest in everything. So I'll never try to take that away from somebody. So anyways, I'm going to wrap it up with that. I appreciate you guys watching. It is a horribly stormy day here in Florida with, like lightning just lighting up the whole place. So hopefully everything went fine with the stream. Eddie says, forcing is not the option. Education is. Government simply... I appreciate that. But I believe it wholeheartedly. And I'll tell you, I'm done, but if you want to stick around, you can watch. I used to work for a company that had customers all over the globe. They were a brokerage firm that did not really focus on the U.S. customer. They went to Singapore and they would work with customers there. They went to Israel, a popular one, and they would get customers that wanted to invest in the U.S. markets. China was at the end was a big one. Portugal, Australia, things like that. And so what they did is they found that these people wanted to invest. They had a great market. They found the people outside of the US that wanted to invest in the US, trade the markets, and invest for everything. But they weren't getting any traction. And I said, well, it's probably because they don't know what to do. Why don't we set up something where I teach them how everything works, top to bottom? How does the stock market work? Investing, ETFs, stocks, options, you name it. Why don't we educate them and see what happens? And I worked with that company for, I can't even tell you how long it was. And what happened was, as people became more educated, they went for it, right? It created a lot of questions, right? That's what I was there for. But it created this opportunity that people now knew what to do. They knew not a strategy, not a get rich quick scheme, but they knew, hey, I'm interested in oil. They knew their options. They knew where to go on the platform. They knew what products to use to do that. Huge difference. And then it started to hit. Well, people don't know this about retirement. What if you just taught them, right? Maybe they'd go do it themselves. Maybe they'd use us as a company, and it could be worthwhile in the long run. So I totally agree with you, Eddie. It's simple education. Talk to people like you're talking to your best friend. Don't quit these big words on CNBC. I hear words every day I've never heard before, and I got to look them up because I want to seem like I'm smart too. But use regular words that people can understand when it comes to really complicated stuff. So I'm done ranting now. I have a little bit of work to get caught up on. And look, if you want to talk with me on jazzwealth.com, you can click Chat with Jazz. Happy to set up a time to speak with you if you have questions about your retirement or you just want to call and say hi. That's cool too. Just pick a time that works best for you. If you're thinking about changing to Jazz Wealth, you have an account somewhere and you want to transfer it, no problem. Same thing. We can set up a call or just click Invest Now. I will walk you through the process really simply, very, very simple, and we'll make sure you're taken care of. Also, if you've never heard of us before, portfolios. Go on our website and click portfolios. Every one of our portfolios that we manage in-house here is posted on our website in addition to the performance. So you can see if I were to switch, how would they do for me? What portfolios would I choose? We never invest in outside mutual funds. We never invest in things that are going to cost you more money. I hate that. So we manage the portfolios here. If you want to check out how we're doing, jazzwealth.com. I appreciate all of you watching, any comments you have for me and everything that you do. I appreciate all of you that recently subscribed. I saw a little spike up there in the subscriber numbers. Thank you so much. That really, really, really helps. I don't know exactly how. I just know I'm supposed to say that. So have a great day. We'll talk to you soon.